So hopefully, oh my goodness, hopefully future Jordan actually releases 3 videos. 3 of them are pretty much guaranteed, are supposed to be guaranteed because of just the nature of when I recorded them. So, or when I will record them for one of them. So as we see Zik Test, 7th Curse, and that's not Kirie, yeah, we'll get this set up and we'll move on because there are, I think it's mostly off-topic stuff. But was that 7th Curse again, by the way? I feel like we just did this run. Well, it's time for a rerun, except for the fact that we have random item stats as well, if I am recalling correctly. I'm probably not, so... Kafa! But for timestamp's sake, oh my goodness, I couldn't zap back into my mic. Yeah, for timestamp's sake, as we get into Zektas, 7th Curse, all perks, random item stats, Kirie. I have a very peculiar thing. Oh, Book of Gore, by the way. Book of Gore. Oh my goodness, I'm going crazy. Knowledge, Second Mystery, Charisma, Light, Strength, Takshisan maybe. But yeah, I have a very peculiar trait with apples in which if I try to eat an apple whole, for some reason I always leave that center. You know how apples are eaten and you might see them, you know, eaten in there. You have the standing vertical part that's left. However, if I end up cutting the apple in half, just literally in half from top to bottom, I can end up eating the whole apple, so I don't really get why that's a thing for me. I don't know if that's true for a lot of other people, but I just know it's true for me. So, as we see Arms, Teacher, Goma, Sailors, and Recluse. Part of that is because, the reason I'm even talking about apples is because I am, hold on, let me think more. Yeah, Arms, I think Arms, Recluse, Teacher, is because I'm trying to eat more healthy, obviously, but, yeah, that's the end-all be-all. We're going to prepare once, actually, but I know we have Zektast, we have a knowledge problem, but, yeah, we don't have any other thing. I was actually supposed to choose someone else, but if this meat cleaver is okay, it's not okay, but, I don't want to use too much Doom, so off we go. Yeah, I just realized maybe I should have taken Teacher first, but it's not like I would have been able to... Nice 12 roll, by the way, game. It's not like I would have been able to brace against the boss of Teacher, so I'm just shrugging in real life as I say that. There's not much I can do about it. Nice 11 roll on top. Okay, are we going to roll another 11 or 12? Let's find out. The chances of that are very low, so I'm going to actually get the cheapest one. And we rolled a 10, and that's actually, this is of all the times for the game to prove me right, even though I hate it gameplay-wise, that's why I don't like to take the expensive one. I think it was a dexterity check, if I recall correctly. That's how I usually remember it, but the only reason I don't is because when you fail, you get an injury, and this can happen to you. So, as I run out of funds, we're going to take out of fund stamina damage, and yeah, we're just going to keep walking forward. Yeah, it's also at this moment... I'm rolling 11s. Help! I didn't know I was on ill-fated 7th Curse. Oh my goodness, that will help. I might just take Recluse immediately after. Yeah, depends on my reason, actually. Also depends on this encounter. So, yeah, we don't get to attack because terrible speed. But, do I mind taking this in the face? Kind of. It would allow me to throw a bat. Basically, I'm thinking, if I fight the Stalker and lose a bunch of stamina, if I throw the bat that the Stalker gives me at the boss of Recluse, will I save enough reason? The answer is kind of no, but we have Book of Gore, so... And we'd have to gamble. Well, coin flip time. If I failed all those 11%, I mean, of course I was going to miss the 50-50 as well. So... we're in trouble. So what we do now is I think we just brace a whole bunch. Yeah, we just brace a whole bunch. What else do I have with me? Not much, eh? Well, we'll do our best. There's no guarantee that we'll like what happens afterward. We pretty much just do this until the very end, because whether or not we hit every kick or not, we're gonna get out with a desperate prep normal anyway. Unless I miss 2 or more kicks, then just abort the run. It's not worth it at that point. It's so much pain. Also, we have painkillers, but we could be on timeline B, so let's find out what we use it for. Again, we do have Book of Gore to help us, but we don't want to rely on it, because if I get a cut artery during Recluse, it's going to end very badly. Now, we're on timeline A, so that's, I think, the first or second good news of RNG today. Unfortunately, we also... Have I seen this outfit in the house before? I'm pretty sure I have, but I never noted it. Roads Closed is very painful as well, but I'm shrugging in real life. I just have to take it. We're actually going to take Reason because we're going into Recluse next, but... yeah. it's here I realize that I feel my body already getting sick for some reason. I really hope that's not the case. So let's find out what happens. There are some, I guess we can go off topic for a moment. We're not doing anything too fancy at the moment. That's Kirie related, especially. So yeah, there are, nice 10 roll by the way, game. There are moments of me getting sick where before I get sick, I can kind of tell, I know the onset of me about to get sick. So, and by sick, I mean, it's not like I go coughing, have a sore throat, or like get coughing or get infected with anything. It's more, I think, a lot of it, usually it's migraines. So for migraines, usually my vision starts to not blur, but because that would be really bad. But, how to explain what I would feel? It's more like what I see. So for anyone who's ever fainted before, I get the onset of that. Except obviously, if I had fainted, that'd be worse. But I get basically the symptoms of that, and my head feels a little fuzzy, and then like an hour or two, or at least a few hours later for sure, I start to receive a headache, and my vision returns to normal. So that's kind of my my onset of migraines, and I think that's common for more than a few people when you get the symptoms of a headache coming in. But obviously, if it gets a lot worse, then well, I mean, yeah, that it would get a lot worse. This baseball bat won't save anything, so he just takes 6 reason in the face. I think we're doing 8 damage, right? Yeah, 8 damage severs per turn. But anywho, part of it is also that the immediate surroundings around me are. I'm like looking up because I'm thinking of dust. It's the dust. I think it's dust. And this is actually more common to content creators, streamers, or anyone heavy in video gaming. But making sure you're everything within a 6-foot radius around you has some kind of form of ventilation or whatnot. I'm deciding whether or not to take Zeal or Second Sight, because my max stamina going down would be bad, but Second Sight is situational. And the boss of Teacher is not normal, so it doesn't really count as. I think it's actually a circle enemy, but even if it were an Eldritch enemy, we don't get any bonus damage. Am I going to be fighting more ghosts? I'm going to say no. And play with Zeal. There's a specific reason I don't like. I think Zeal is a good perk generally, but in my hands, I don't think it's a good perk for me. But I'm not gonna say it doesn't help me at a lot of the times that I take it. But I've been in more than a few situations where Zeal just slaps me in the face. The most prevalent example is you go into 3 events in a row and you just get slapped like this 3 times in a row, and then you kind of regret losing an extra 2 to 4 reason or stamina. Because let's be real, you're not going to be at like 13 reason or 13 stamina, or both, when you take Zeal. So, but what I'm trying to say is that the more nuanced situation is that you heal a bit above where Zeal, you would be at without Zeal. And then you run into 3 events, fail all 3, and just become sad, like what's happening right now. So, I mean, not that Zeal... not having Zeal would have helped me, because then I would have had to rest, but... So, we're not going to be entering the hospital anymore, I don't think, so we'll just take Doom there. That being said, I could just rest here right now, but we're going to walk forward for a bit because we have Book of Gore. I did kind of hover over to the right because I was thinking of whether or not, I was like, don't I have Book of Gore? And I do. So, do we have a curse, by the way? I feel like we did. We do not. Okay, good. Take the stuffed toy with us anyway. I actually want to store Kirie's bag. I don't really have anything I want to do a thing for. I was just going crazy because I went in here. Nothing. I'm actually going to visit it twice just to see. And, no. So, did I use the police station? No, I didn't. I would see the police icon if I had, so... And by that I mean, so just right here, you can see this kind of this star-looking 5-pointed shaped shape. Oh my goodness, I didn't say that right. You get the point. That's how you know police patrols are in effect. Can I get Katana Land? No. We actually have to... I would normally give up here, but that's too much stamina damage, so... Actually... No, we're going to go for the ring. I will take the Doom. I will take the Point of Strength. Unfortunately, what I can't take is this Frostbite, but we'll deal. So, we could handcuff this immediately. I forgot if I had Takushi-san in the lighthouse. But if that were even if that were the case, I think we do a one-shot here. Let's find out. Okay, we do. And then let's put Sensor Bunny on screen, on hotkey from OBS, and off we go. So, we can't brace, we just go all out here. Not really much else to talk about. If we take badly bleeding, because this event, encounter can give you badly bleeding, so badly bleeding, so be it. But we definitely have to get rid of frostbite because we want to get to 84% doom without zero statting and losing the run. So off goes Sensor Bunny. We have 8 max stamina. We get a level up. All perks, nothing. So actually, if I were to give anyone general advice, it would be Why Weird Collection. But I take looting because I want to grab the cigarettes. Actually, we do have hospital investigations, so lowering the, even if it was at a low threat level, that 2 doom it can be useful. It's not the most useful, but it's useful. I'm gonna pop in now because if nothing else, we get a brick. But otherwise, I'm probably gonna trade off stamina here. So, what do I want to do? There was something I wanted to do and I forgot. Well, off we go again, reminding ourselves that we have. The thing, okay, I wanted to get rid of frostbite. That's what I wanted to do. So we're gonna actually sell the stuff away, because actually we have to take a curse as well, because I forgot if things happen. Nice flashbacks, by the way. Take the doom in the face. We can't take that, by the way. We'll die, most likely. But let me just remember. Okay, yeah. For some reason, I thought recovering minor or getting rid of minor injuries can fluctuate with random item stats as well. So that's why I did what I did. But when ill-fated is also active in your run. Anywho. I think we can just go all out here, right? In fact, we can do better. And do a 2-turn here. Yeah, we lose 3 stamina, but we're topped off on stamina at the moment anyway. I probably could have gone for a bigger gamble there, but I didn't, so... Shrug. Also, didn't need to take a risk there. Yes, it's 97% accuracy, but you could just miss both of them and just be really, really sad. Yeah, ill-fated. Ill-fated. So, you know what? We're gonna grab another curse. I know I just got rid of the thingamajiggy, and yeah, that's fine for the moment. We'll stay at 1 knowledge at 84% doom, but running into a ghost would be really bad. Now, if I could not fail events for a moment, that would be nice. But I guess I don't get that luxury. So, if I brick here, I can defeat this enemy. I'm gonna go for it. Never mind. Wow, I can't do math. Wait, why didn't that work? I calculated wrong, didn't I? I did. We did 23 damage overall. It said 9. I saw that I was doing 9 per hit. But hey, Kirie calculations. Oh my goodness. I guess I'll see you in the next video.